at Hungary. I know you can't see it at the moment because there's a black screen. But yeah, welcome back. And today we are at Hungary for ABS Dynasty. I'm just going to get all the data open that we need. So people on best tires. We do have a wet qualifying today, so this should be very, very interesting. See how the drivers cope with the obviously quite wet and windy conditions out on track. Obviously, if we go around the track, turn one, nice sharp corner, looks easier than it actually is, and you come down, slight kink, late braking for a late apex to get the best run out of turn three, going up into turn four before going up the hill into fast left-hander, one of the most difficult parts of the track that is. And who's that first out? That's going to be, I think, one of the... Yeah, that's Alfie George 9. First man out today. More competition, I think, showing up as Dynasty progresses. So it's going to be interesting to see any kind of differences from last week regarding pace, qualifying positions. Obviously, let's see which drivers can do better in the wet. And as the championship standings, as it stands, Woolly Wagon Racing has 195 points. Points from Sam Cole, Chungus Goat, Surfy, JSE Graham and Danny Skettit. Second in the championship is Gorgod Racing, 181 points to them. So that's FRA LMG with 61. Leading the points of that team, Thermal Barker, Busy Gorgon, and Swinners 28 also drive for Gorgod Racing. And then it's third, Apex Racing Team, GSR 8F1, JRT White, FRT Lost Mist, Bleep Bloop Blosh, me, JetBilly 1, and Zebrafuge, all point scorers there. Windmill Racing, 156 points there. TRT Seed, ERN Felipe, KFC Seb, the Hazard NFO, the Dutch Dodo. But I'm going to be interrupted because I've got to go down to turn one with this man. Let's see where he brakes. He's going to brake just past the 100 meter board. Good apexing. Little bit trigger happy, just invalidates his lap there. He's probably still going to carry on just for practice of the track, get to know the conditions a little bit better. But yeah, coming down through his corner now, he's got to set it up really nicely for the hill. Takes a lot of curb on the way in, has to get out of the way of the car behind. I'm not quite sure who that is, but I think this is JRT White, yep, coming through that corner we were just talking about. Doesn't seem to have had the pace really this season, JRT White. Obviously first season ABS Dynasty, so it's going to be interesting to see how things are going to progress. Alfie George there on one side, obviously invalidated his lap, watching the Apex Racing cars come through now. The chicane, trying to put more enthusiasm into my voice because, you know, just why not. Who's that then? That's Bleep Bloop Blosh. Sorry, no. That was FRC Losmus crossing the line there. No laps coming in yet. But we are very early in the session. Still no laps being set. I think that's JRT White's coming through there. All the Apex Racing cars coming out together. I think the first time on board's going to be just about now. Let's watch. Yes, Busy Gorgon. With the one lap old Inters takes a 127.5, which is instantly beaten by GSR 8F1. JRT White sets a 128.9. See for the next man to cross the line, that's going to be Sam Cole. Great lap from him, sets a 127.7. So that's, I think, where we're going to be looking at pace-wise around this session today. It's Tony Sonson validated, so he won't be setting a time. Next man after him is going to be one of the green cars, and let me find it. Surfy 15.35 coming out the final corner now. Gets on the power, let's see, comes across the line. It's going to be a 129.1, quite off the pace there. Man after him is going to be Chungus Goat. He's going to cross the line and do a decent lap, I would have thought. Yeah, that's a 144.5, not really good. MK Boy does a 129.2, so quite clear pace difference between some of the guys out on track. So interesting to see that. I wasn't really expecting that massive amount of distance between the times. 3 seconds from pole to the actual properly set time, because I'm not counting Chungus Goat's lap. Swinners, I think, sets a 1:29.5 of the properly set laps. That's last at the moment. Let's just watch. Only 16 drivers driving today, so condensing the field a bit might actually improve the racing. I don't know. Obviously, we do always strive to have more drivers in these kind of events. As FRC Lost Mist setting a purple sector 1, that's interesting from him. I was expecting him to maybe be a little bit slower through there compared to some other drivers. Decent line through there, gets slightly too much on the curb on the outside, would have stayed a little bit tighter if I was him. This line through here takes more of a V-shaped line. That is an interesting strategy deployed by few real racing drivers, especially in the wet and windy conditions today, like they are at the Hungarian Budapest circuit. Hungaroring, coming under the liquid moly sign then. Through this corner, nice sweeping half circle of a corner, comes up to the final corner. Now let's watch for his exit, because I think that's the most important factor with this lap. Let's just watch. Gets on the power nicely. It's coming out the final corner. 1:28.1, mixing with the rest of his teammates there. Any more drivers looking to set any laps? Winners comes across the line now, doesn't improve. Feta Cheese crosses the line, goes 9th with a 1:28.7. No improvement for him there, so I think that is an Apex Racing car coming out the final corner. Let's see what he can do based off time. Improves by 0.4 of a second, putting himself ahead of his teammate. Good lap from him there. I think it's going to be Sam Cole, the next man to cross the line. Good driving from this man we've seen so far. Obviously scoring multiple good finishes. Comes across the line, doesn't improve that lap, I don't think. I don't know if it was on an out lap, because I don't think I was looking. But yes, so a good start to the session today. 10 minutes remaining, so times are likely to go down at the moment. I think we'll go back to the Constructors' World Championship standings just quickly. And then in last place, it's car race thing. The blue cars, I think that is. With FRT Rossi, LVP Will, Wheeze, Alfie George 9, Feta Cheese, Aaron Ocon, and West Shefferdog. So, conditions today looking absolutely terrible. Wondering if maybe drivers are starting to consider the mediums, or I might just be thinking that because it looks worse than it actually feels. Only 2 people in the 126s at the moment. That's going to be GSR, Ada1 and Busy Gorgon. I'm literally watching him. Let's see if he can improve. Goes pole 1/10 faster than the man in P2. That's a good lap from him, especially in these difficult conditions. Tier 2 driver beating 2 Tier 1 drivers, ahead of both of them at the moment. I'm quite surprised at that, although I know he's quick, but I wasn't expecting him to be beating their times right off the bat. Obviously, I think he's done quite a lot of laps on those tyres, so they're seeming to be warming up. Sam Cole does a 1:26.6, half a tenth off of P1 there. Very interesting to see. I say this a lot, but it's really going to be interesting to see how this pans out for the race, because you can be quick in the wet in quali. No, put it down to bare bones. You can be quick in quali and you can be quick in the race, or you can be quick in the wet, or you can be quick in the dry. This is all comparable to other drivers, by the way. But if you can put it together and you can get yourself that race, obviously being clean and stuff, then that's really what's going to put people ahead of other drivers today. Just the ability to have good control of their car throughout a long 25% race. GSR F1 then coming out of the final corner to start a lap. It's the man behind him, Busy Gorgon, does pit. Coming down towards turn 1 now, GSR F1. Bricks really, mate. Good apex there. Slight kink on the way down to turn 3, turn 2, I'm not entirely sure. Good braking there. Nice control of the car on the apex on the inside. It's quite easy to lose it, as he's just done. That's quite sad. I think I've given him the commentator's curse there. Sorry about that. So I don't think any drivers are really coming to cross the line and set any laps at the moment. Although Surfy, no, sorry, not Surfy. Chungus Goats, he's stretching this. No, he's about to box. MNK Boy though, also coming into the pits. FRT Lost Mist, he's on an outlap on his slightly worn 2-lap old tyres. The car racing car behind him. Gonna be Feta Cheese 33. See what he can do. It's gonna be a slow one, but he's just gonna be pushing for his next lap. No real times about to come in, apart from maybe. Oh. Yeah, I was just checking the Apex Racing cars because I saw a few of them at the final corner. FRT KFC Seb. Jeez, that's a lot of capital letters. Looks like quite a few abbreviations as well. I think that's FRT Rossi just pulling to one side to let him go past. FRT Rossi not really having the greatest of sessions today. Yeah, not really. Oh, I think that's one of the Apex cars going off there. That's JRT White having an issue, probably losing the back end, and he has got front wing damage. He has got front wing damage. Probably just hit a wall coming down there. It's going to be very time consuming for him to get back to the pits. But I think MNK Boy, sorry, not MNK Boy, Tony Sun, that was it. Tony Sun's just come across the line and set a beautiful lap. Let's put him sandwiched him right between the two Apex Racing cars in P8. Obviously his teammates are P6, P10 and P1, so that's a decent result for them. The car racing team though, really not on the pace today. I say that, and Feta Cheese puts in a lap that's fast, that's good enough for 5th. That is good. Good lap from him. Any progressions behind him as FRT Lost Mist has had an issue. Maybe he just thinks he can't improve. So get on board with a car racing car. Just coming up here. No, we don't get to see the wreckage of his car. It's disappeared. I'm not really sure what's happened there. Someone moved in the order, but I don't think I know who it was. Anyway, 5 minutes of raining. You're going to be seeing a lot of fast laps coming in now, and I'm looking around for any people that look like they might be setting laps, and I can't really find anyone. But Tony Sun, is he going to be setting another one, or is he going to be coming into the pits? Just watch. He seems to be pushing quite hard, but no. He's just going to be coming into the pit box. That's Feta Cheese 33 on the lap. He's invalidated. Any cars? Just look. Danny Sketter is also out on a lap at the moment, although he doesn't have a Delta and he's in the default car. So I'm not really sure he's going to get a great lap in. Just going to watch the timings in case I miss someone move around. I think Alfie George 9 is going to cross the line, and he's gone nearly a second faster, and he's put himself next to his teammate in the car racing car. FRT Lost Mist. Sorry, no, that wasn't FRT Lost Mist. Some Apex Racing car getting out of the way. I think there was a little bit of contact I did hear there. Surfy is going to be one of the next drivers to cross the line, although I think... No. Busy Gorgon's going to cross it first, and he's... Oh my god, he's gone about 8/10 faster. Surfy's pitted. Yeah, it's Chung the GOAT in the final sector. He's on an outlap. So we're not going to be seeing any times coming in from him, but I think we should spectate at the moment one of the biggest point scorers in the championship, the Dynasty Championship. Sets fastest middle sector. I'm looking for him. He might be able to beat Nathan's pole. If he can get this lap down really nicely, he might actually be able to beat it. Because obviously Nathan hasn't had the advantage of the warmer tyres yet. Because he's only done 1 lap on them, and Sam Cole is 4 into his set. Yes, he does go pole. Whoa, that's quite a bit faster. That's about 2/10 faster than his nearest rival, second place, Busy Gorgon. But Busy Gorgon is still on a lap, and he's just done the fastest middle sector, so he might be looking to come back at him. This is really exciting stuff in qualifying. Coming down under the liquid moly signs, takes a really nice apex. You can tell he's pushing hard. He's already on the power. He's on it again. Good car control coming on the way in. Missed apex slightly, but he's setting himself up perfectly for the exit. Just watch. He's going to come across the line. It's going to be a 25-4. Well, can Sam Cole come back at him? Can Sam Cole? It's a little bit faster in his middle sector. First sector is a little bit faster. Just coming through this middle sector now. Let's see if he can challenge the pole man at the moment. He only has to improve by a few tenths of a second. But it's going to be a difficult one. Both of these guys dicing it out for pole position. Sam Cole, really good car control though there. He's gone a tenth faster at the moment. That's all he needs to beat Nathan's time. Let's do the final sector. Let's see what he can do. I think that's yellow flags in the first sector. No, that's not Nathan. Nathan hasn't crashed there. But Sam Cole's coming through the final corner now. Let's see what time he can put on the board. Stamp his mark on the grid. Comes up through the gears, and it's not going to be enough for pole. He only goes half a second, half a tenth faster as Feta Cheese just retires there out on track. Probably should have done that in the pits. Oh well. Danny Skettert also retiring, but Danny Skettert has just set the fastest lap. Sorry if I missed that. Danny Skettert with some real pace in the later stages of the qualifying session. I was going to say pace in the later stages of the race, but we can't really say that, can we? As Busy Gorgon comes into the pits. I think the only man that can really realistically challenge for pole at the moment is going to be GSR Aid F1 in the Apex Racing purple and black and white car. Coming through the first sector now. Let's see what his first sector time is going to be. Does he go above his delta? He does. He goes just over half a tenth of a second above his delta, and he comes through into the middle sector now. Difficult to keep the car under control through that curb. Coming through here. Nice driving. That's the first apex. Second apex is Busy Gorgon retires. Yep, he's going to be the only man that can possibly challenge pole, and it's going to come a really late time. Let's see if he can do it. Good line through the S's there, although he does have a car racing car up ahead, so he won't want to be held up by them. Coming under the Emirates sign, he's done the fastest middle sector, he's 1/10 up. But Sam Cole has put in the main fastest time of this qualifying so far. He's gone about 10th quicker than anybody else. GSR F1, we're going to ride on board with him right until the very end. Coming through the final corner, let's see, can he beat Sam Cole's time? It's going to be sharp, it's going to be quick. He might just be able to do it. No. Doesn't improve by enough to get himself into the top 3 or even, I was going to say on pole or even into the top 3, but we're all mixed up there. Bleep Boop Blosh, someone's improved. That's JRZ White, who's just improved their time. Bleep Bloop Blosh then not really going to improve his time, can't improve his time because he's DNF'd. I think that's someone else going quicker, that's FRT. Someone. Surfy now coming across the line, last man to cross the line and qualifying over. Let's just see where he puts himself. That's 15th. I'm not really sure where that does that gain him any positions. Gonna have to wait until the time has come up. So on pole position, it's going to be Sam Cole 007, and then it's going to be Danny Skettert in the second place grid slot, starting alongside him, and then second row Busy Gorgon alongside him, GSR Aid F1, then in 5th White, 6th Seed, 7th Seb, 8th Chungascope 1, 9th Rossi, 10th Alfie George, 11th MNK Boy, 12th Bleep Blue Blosh, 13th Feta Cheese 33 is in 14th, sorry. 13th is going to be Tony Sun 0812. 15th, Surfy 1535. 16th, Swinners 28. And FRT Lost Mist in last place. I don't know the strategy for the race here, so it's going to be very interesting to see. Let's just see. Has there been any grid penalties? Doesn't look like it because it hasn't come up for me. Just a lot of warnings and invalidated lap times. No pit stops, obviously, because it's qualifying. But yeah, so soon to be underway. We will soon be underway for the race. It's going to be a good one around Hungary. It's going to be tight. Obviously, the top three is all within, I think, about 2/10 of each other. Yeah, top three are within 1.5 tenths of each other. So it's going to be really close at the start. Pace-wise, it's going to be interesting. I'm not entirely sure. Is it going to be a wet race? No, it's dry. This is going to spice things up nicely because that means everyone on the grid has a free tyre choice. So you're going to see people doing alternate strategies, which will play nicely into the overtaking opportunities we see watching the stream. And I might actually go on my phone to get the stream chat open. So if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask me or my co-commentator, also me, because no one else bothered to turn up for Twitch streaming today, then yeah, just put them down below, or rather to the right side of my screen, so that I can see, obviously, what you want to ask me. And no one said anything, and I'm just talking to myself. Amazing. Anyway, so just drivers starting to ready up now, picking their tyre choice for the race, I'm assuming. Busy Gorgon hosted the lobby, so if any internet issues arise, it's just because of the connection to him. Blue Blosh from Last Man. Yeah, everyone's connected, and we're on the grid, ready for the opening formation lap. FRT Lost Mist has just rejoined the session there. Sam Cole leads into turn 1. Then in second, it will be Danny Skettit. Third, Busy Gorgon. GSR 8F1 in fourth. Fifth, JRT White. And TRTC behind him. FRT, KRC, Seb, also in the same team. Just a slightly different shade of orange on that car. As I think that's... I'm not sure who that is. I think that might be MNK Boy. No, it's not MNK Boy. It's Tony Sun. Tony Sun down in 13th. Just going past people there. It's Chungus Goat coming through that corner. Then it's FRT, Rossi, Alfie George just behind him on the grid, obviously ahead on track for some reason. MNK Boy then after him. Then in 12th, it's Bleep Blosh, the man overtaking everyone on the formation lap. Tony Sun, Feta Cheese 14th, 15th, Surfy 1535, and then 16th is going to be Swinners 28. Last place, obviously, I think he's ghosted. Yeah, he's ghosted. I might invite him back to the session, but that's FRT Lost Mist. So hopefully we get a really clean start here. I'm just inviting FRT Lost Mist back to the game session to make sure that he is able to race. And I'm going to get a few of these telemetry data open, so in case people need to clip something from the stream if they see an incident and want to send it in to the stewards. But yeah, so most people get into the grid now, forming up in an orderly fashion, obviously, because they're controlled by the AI. Sam Cole then starts on pole position, looking back from him. That has got to be a scary sight. Danny Skettit and Busy Gorgon, two of the fastest drivers in ABS, and we're just going to wait for those revs to start rising. So I think people might actually be connecting. I haven't got any kind of rev coming up on my screen, neither any lights. I'm wondering if there's issues with the lobby now, because usually this kind of thing doesn't happen. Just gonna check the ABS Discord. I'm still listening to the reps. I'm ready to see when there's going to be a start, but at the moment no one's just no one's moving. Yeah, no one's moving on the grid. I think we might have an issue because it does say lap 2 out of 18. There's the predicted pit stop strategy, but I still haven't got any. Still haven't got any kind of. Oh, well, we've missed the start, boys. Jesus, this game. Why so many connection issues? Oh. I need an invite from someone. Because they didn't make it friends only, they made it invite only, which means that I can't rejoin the session. Nice job posting. Anyways, just to keep you company here, we're gonna go and look at the Apex Racing car, which I happen to have here. Obviously nothing going on at the moment, so we may as well just look at it in all of its beauty. Wish someone would send me an invite. This is what you need a co-commentator for. Because now all this stream is going to show is me circling around a multiplayer car. Sam's on Discord, so I'm hoping that he'll send me an invite. But for the moment, look at this beautiful livery. Purple, white and black. I suppose I could... No. There's no point doing it. Well, sorry. This has been a bit of a letdown. But I'm not getting any invites back to the lobby. So, this is annoying. God. This is why Nathan shouldn't host. Oh my god, there's no point streaming this. Someone better invite me. They're all racing, so they can't. Absolute waste of my time. Oh well, see, someone can invite me. Try and join someone's party to see if they can send an invite. No one is deciding. Finally, someone sends an invite. Finally, someone sent an invite. That was Swinners, so thanks to him. We're going to have to join the session again. So yeah, sorry about that. But we're going to be about 5-6 laps in, and there's going to be nothing going on because lobby disconnections. And I think I've got timing glitches as well. FRT Lost Mist is out of the session. Just try and get everything on. Yeah, not sure what's happened to FRT Lost Mist. He's vibing in first at the moment. TRT Seed leads then, and it's a battle between him and GSR 8F1. They're quite close. TRT Seed obviously pitting, coming in for that fresh set of tyres. Look behind. Can't see anyone really making a move yet. FRT Lost Mist has just, he was leading and he DNF'd. Not really sure what's gone on there. But I'm starting to get timings on, and it's going to be Feta Cheese down the inside of Bleep Blue Blosh. Let's see what's going to happen. Obviously, Feta Cheese gets that move done, but Bleep Blosh is going to start coming back at him. Bleep Blue Blosh, is he going to be able to defend even further? So I think there's some jumping going on in the pits. Feta Cheese, you can't make the move here. You can't make the move here. He's going to try it. He's going to try it up the inside. Bleep Blue Blosh gave him the room. Some might argue that was a bit of a risky move, but he's into the wall, he's spun. He's got front wing damage. Ah, that's a nightmare. And MNK boy, this is carnage. Oh, what is going on? Alfie George though on the hunt for P2. Looks ahead at Chungus Goat. This is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. What is Feta Cheese doing? He's just hit Danny. And there's a crash. It's Feta Cheese hitting someone else there. Alfie George though, really close to the back of Chungus Goat now. Maybe looking for an overtaking opportunity next lap. I can't mute my microphone.
No, I'm not trying to talk to you, I'm just watching.
Oh, okay. Well, hello. Alfie George then still really close behind. Only battle that seems to be going on at the moment. I think the field is starting to filter out. Bigger gaps beginning to form. But yeah, Alfie George gaining about a 10th in the last couple seconds on the man ahead. Chungus Goat, let's just look back, see him get closer and closer and just reel him in. Although he did drop a bit of time through the S's there. I'm wondering if maybe I was just gain in those few corners. MNK boy should be faster, as Bleep Bloop Blosh has actually retired from the race because of his incident with Feta Cheese. Yeah, still no time gain from Alfie George. He might actually be dropping back a little bit. That's MNK boy and Bleep Bloop Blosh. Obviously Bleep Bloop Blosh disconnected, left the race after Feta Cheese gave him a little bit of a run for his money. Yeah, you can see how much time he loses in AI as we look back on him. Just speeds off into the distance as an actual driver. TRTC though looks to be a bit faster than Danny Skettit, who was, I believe, involved in an incident with Feta Cheese 33. TRTC though on the attack, gaining quite a bit of time through there. I think he gained about 2/10. Coming through into here, Danny Skettit, he's all over the place. He's catching the grass left and right. Coming into the chicane now, let's see any kind of gain. No, not really any kind of time gain between these guys. I think TRTC did actually lose around a 10th in that mini sector. Danny Skettit started to go wide, losing a little bit of time on those 7-lap-old medium tyres. Bleep Bloop Blosh keeping getting overtaken by the guys behind. Massive lock-up from TRTC there. That won't help his bid to charge up the back of Danny Skettit. He's got the DRS though, and he's going to have it open all the way down this straight towards turn 1. He's not really going to be close enough this lap for a move, but next lap this is going to be certainly a real chance. It's Tony Sun and Busy Gorgon doing a tactical switch there. Obviously, I was just checking to see because they are the same team. TRTC'd really close to the back of Danny Skettit. That's going to be interesting to see because TRTC'd on a different strategy might be looking to make some net gain on him here. If you don't know what that means he's actually trying to make the gain throughout the races. That's Sam Cole who's spun. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Alfie George, though, I was right. He was actually... Oh, Sam Cole spun it again. He is actually reeling in the car ahead. Hopefully, he actually can get a move done this time. Sam Cole just losing position after bad position. This is just nightmarish for him. Absolutely not what you want at all. But Alfie George gaining on the back of Chungascope, not really going to be close enough down into turn 1, but takes the tighter line as Chungascope does actually miss the apex slightly there. He's got the DRS coming into here, but he's not really going to be close enough to make the move, although will he send it? No, too far back. Can't get the overtaking manoeuvre done as FRT Rossi retires. Lost it at the final corner, I think. Just going to try and find a car and see him. Yes, he's just driven into the barriers. It's unlucky for him. TRTC, Danny Skettit. Oh, that's Danny Skettit having an issue. Not really clean driving here, I've got to say. Seen better in Tier 4. But yeah, Alfie George still looking to bring the muscle and the attack to the back of just... Oh, sorry, no. Chungascope's car. Chungascope really under pressure now. Just my cameras are playing up slightly. Chungascope then, Alfie George, really close. Is this going to be a long battle? Because if it is, I just want to know who comes out on top. Obviously, it might be either of them actually, because Chungascope, he's got the good pace, but he's got significantly less ERS, as Alfie George reeling him in slightly every single lap, gaining about a 10th across an entire lap. This is really good stuff from these guys at least. That's at least one car race thing. It's up there, maybe having it go for the podium positions. Although it's going to be interesting to see how strategy pans this out with the introduction of safety cars back into Dynasty. It's going to be really interesting, as Danny Skettit might have actually had front wing damage from that tangle with TRT Seed. All of the orange cars together on track. think that's Swinner's making some pretty big gains. I think we're going to have to look at this guy because he's much closer and he's much more of a pace deficit between them. Danny Skettit obviously looking for the move, as I think that's Surfy and Sam Cole getting their elbows out down at turn 1. Danny Skettit then really close to the back of the next driver. JRT White really under pressure. He's going for the switchback and he's going to try it up the inside into the chicane. Good move from Danny Skettit. Puts his car into 10th position. JRT White didn't see that one coming at all. Obviously just didn't have really any kind of pace to keep up. Chungascope pits then on lap 12 for the soft tyres. Just gets him out of the battle with Alfie George 9 quickly. He'll be going to the end of the race on these tyres, I would have thought. Only 6 laps left. It's been a short stream today, short. Not exactly full of action. And there's not really any gaps going on, decreasing dramatically. But Sam Cole, he might be looking to get back some positions as JRT White, without a front wing, actually comes into the pits. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of lap time Sam Cole does here. Comes down towards turn 1. Good driving there. Doesn't give too much away to the eye. Makes it look absolutely easy. Does the karting driver. Sam Cole makes a huge lock up into there, so he's obviously pushing, using some ERS because he's quite low, and trying to make amends from that spin that he had earlier. Nothing really going on in the race so far. Feta Cheese obviously quite far back off of everyone really. Soon he might be lapped as both the orange cars pit for new tyres. Both of them going onto the soft compound, the red striped tyre, as they come out of the pits. Let's see where KFC Seb is going to be in relation to these guys. And that's Tony Sun coming out. Can he get past him before turn 1? He's side by side. He's not really going to have the pace to get past. Yep, the soft tyre grip just kicked in there, allowing Tony to propel his car out of the corner much faster than any driver on the track. FRC KFC Seb though, can he hang on? Can he hang on until the end of the race with Tony Sun? Obviously he's within the DRS, so if he needs to, he might be able to spring an attack. But it does look like he's just pulling, Tony Sun that is, pulling away just a little bit every few corners. Yeah, no battles are going on at the moment, so I'm just going to have to talk about tyres, aren't I? So, TRTC going long on the mediums, 7 laps in onto his stint. Probably might be going into the end as same as these guys. But most of the drivers at the moment did opt for the alternate strategy. And Surfy's very late on those tyres. Surprised he didn't put it in the pits this lap, although he might be. So I think Sam Cole is ahead, so Surfy could be coming into the pits now. Doesn't look like it. It looks like he's actually staying out. Maybe he pitted on lap 1, so this could be interesting. But there's a gaggle of drivers around here now. TRTC under pressure from GSR, ADF1 and Chungus Go. So coming down towards this corner now, let's see if they're going to be in massive gains. Yes, TRTC makes a huge lock up and he's just stayed with him on the exit of the corner. The exit speeds are insane with these soft tyres. Braking's not that much different. But let's just see, because I think GSR ADF1 is in the best position to make multiple overtakes here. He's really close with him, the slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside. We're going to watch Chungus go past. And can he send it out the inside? The TRTC doesn't give him the room, just squeezes him to the inside. And Chungus Go gets back past as well. Chungus Go, can he send it around the outside? He's looking for the move, and Chungus Go is off into the distance. He's been released like a hungry hound dog looking for his meal. GSR 8F1 though, going to be held up a little bit longer by TRTC. Takes a very conservative line through that corner. See if he can get him on the switchback though. He's going to pull to the inside for the chicane. Is he going to send it up the inside? TRTC has to leave the room now. Just gets a little bit too much rotation through that corner, so no overtaking opportunity is going to present itself soon, but it's going to be further back. We're going to see an overtaking opportunity arise, and it's going to be Swinners on Danny Skettit. That might just be a small thing going on there, but I thought it looked like they were going to be close. GSR is F1. Is he going to send a dive up the inside into the second car, taking to last corner? GSR F1 does get past TRTC. TRTC really under pressure now from the car behind him is gaining too. But Chungascope off in the distance is just in total power over this race. I wouldn't have put it past him. I won't put it past him if he can win this. It's going to be a very, 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 very difficult feat with a man like GSR F1 behind, and he's already caught 2/10 through there. But only 2 laps remaining, so there's a very, very limited amount of time. GSR can get the move done, actually try it and get the top spot in this race today. We're going to take a quick look at the penalties, because I've just realised if I'm talking about this and he's got more penalties. No penalties, mixing the order up as of the moment in the top 3 anyways. Although Alfie George might be looking to get on that top step of the podium. If he can get within 3 seconds of the leader. Let's just take a look at the leader. So yeah, he's about 2/10 off. So if he can get within 2/10, or just gain half a second, which I'm pretty sure he will once he's got past TRTC, because TRTC was holding him up quite a bit here. I mean, only 3/10 between them. Takes the switchback line into the final corner. See what he can do on the exit. TRTC moves to the inside to try and break the slipstream. Nothing really going to be done there, but I'm going to have to look ahead because GSR 8F1 is really, really close. See, TRTC is going to push him wide. Alfie George going to be behind for yet another lap. This is crucial to his race. He wants to win today. TRTC really putting up a really powerful defence. Alfie George 9 takes the tighter line into that corner. He's really going to have the opportunity here. Is he going to send it around the outside? You can see his nose cone coming alongside. He's alongside, and can he get the move done? He's down the inside before the corner. TRTC's defence just couldn't hold up with the raw pace of Alfie George 9. Tries to send a dive, looks towards the inside, putting the other driver off. But nothing he can really do there. Alfie George with a stellar move around the outside, down in the entrance onto the middle sector. But GSR 8F1, he does not want to be battling with Chungascope here, but he's got to, because otherwise he is going to be at risk of losing the win today from Alfie George 9, who is gaining very, very, very slightly. As we come on to the final lap of this race, it's all going to come down to the wire. And if we look behind, GSR 8F1 and Chungascope are going to be battling really hard. Coming down towards turn 1, it's going to be Chungascope going side by side. Can he put it around the outside of GSR 8F1? GSR 8F1 keeping it down, keeping that throttle pedal down on the inside, and Chungascope just has to concede the position. Just looking to see if he was going to send it up the inside there. Alfie George, though, has to gain half a second of time if he wants to take the win today. And he's got to gain 2/10 if he wants to take P2, so he's got to really put his foot down in these final laps. Has he got the ERS to do it? No, it doesn't look like he has. Chungascope, if he can mount any kind of attack onto GSR 8F1's car, then he's got to do it, because he's running out of time rapidly. And he's also running out of ERS to be able to catch up. And as it stands, Alfie George is P2. Sorry, no, P3. P2. He's P3 at the moment. Let's just see. It's going to come really close to the line. He is, because Chungascope's got himself another time penalty. So that's secured him. What's it called? Thingy penalty. And TRTC might be on course for a podium today. Great strategy from him. So it's going to be Alfie George. Where does he come across the line? That puts him in P2. TRTC, just misses out. just misses out on the podium places today. So to round it off, it's going to be, I need to get onto the intervals because if there's any battling, I kind of want to get it. But yeah, so it comes down to GSR-Aid winning in Dynasty. Great race from the Apex Racing driver today. Second place, Alfie George. Third, rounding out the podium, Chungus Goat. Fourth, Busy Gorgon. Fifth, TRT Seed. Sixth, Tony Sun. Seventh, FRT KFC Seb. Eighth, MNK Boy. Ninth, Danny Esketit. Jesus, these names are like tongue twisters. 10th, Swinners 28. 11th with a spin. Still hasn't actually crossed the line yet, so we might have to watch where he comes, although I think it will be P11. And I think he's going to do some donuts, obviously out of the points. He's got nothing to lose. Actually hits the wall there. Just catching these donuts on stream. Good race from him. Just slightly got it out of control down at the middle part of Sector 2. Surfy, his teammate, also doing some donuts. Loses a bit of his front wing though, that was a bit of a fail. So the two cars just doing some donuts around the line. That's what you like to see. And I think they are just vibing. Yep. Sam Cole about to cross the line then. Surfy. Can he cross the line? And I don't think he beat him, no. It was close, but I don't think he beat him. Anyways, that was decent race today. It was some kind of odd battling going on, but anyways, I thought it was a decent watch, even though we didn't get to see the start. So on my part, I'm sorry about that. But yes, this man today who takes the win, GSR 8F1. Second place goes to Alfie George 9 in his multicoloured suit. And then third place goes to Chungus Goat. Good drive from him then. Today I'm just going to invite them to the party just to make sure that we can get some interviews in before I round out the stream. So go on to these guys, invite them to the party. So yeah, the final order. GSR 8F1, Alfie George 9, Chungus Goat. And then it's Busy Gorgon, TRT Seed, Tony Sun, FRT KFC Seb, 8th MNK Boy, 9th Danny Sketit, 10th Swinners, 11th Sam, 12th Surfy, 13th Bleep, 14th with a DNF, Feta Cheese, 15th JRT White, 16th FRT Rossi, and last place FRT Lost Mist. Mr. GSR, not J. Oh God, I can't speak. Anyway, great race today. You started 4th, made a few gains. What was the start like? Because obviously everyone watching the stream didn't get to see it because I disconnected from the lobby. Hectic? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, in the final few laps there, you did have to mount quite a big charge on the back of Chungus Goat after you got quite rudely slapped off to the inside curb realm by TRT Seed. What do you make of that? Do you think he gave enough room, or? Yeah, it was a little bit of a dive, and obviously it's not worth penalising because that is just racing, that happens. Yeah. No one else is in the commentary box for interviews today, so that's not what we really want to see. Want to see more attendance in the commentary box. Anyway, especially from the actual commentators who were meant to be here, but it's just been me the entire time on my own, you know. Anyways, I think that, yeah. Anyways, with that, I think we're going to round off the stream today. Thanks for watching ABS Dynasty. I had to remember to say it right then because Jarv moans at me if I say Dynasty, even though you're probably meant to say Dynasty. Decent race today. Hopefully we see some cleaner driving in the future because I saw a little bit of incidents involving a few drivers, none of which are in this party, don't worry. Join us tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for ABS Tier 1, where we will be heading to... Wait, I'm just getting open. Russia. Honestly, I think it's a good track, but either way, come to this account at that time and I will be commentating with someone else. I'm not entirely sure who yet. I seem to be the only commentator that's actually doing most of the rounds this week. But yeah, thanks for watching and thanks to everyone that was racing today. And I think with that, we're going to round off the stream. So it's going to be good night from me, JetBilly1, and my co-commentator, who I nominate. He's basically my co-commentator now. You're right, GSR8F1, my co-commentator. And we're going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching.